Good morning, everyone. Welcome to church on such a glorious Sunday morning. So grateful that you're here. We're going to start our service right now by singing our opening chant, One Life.
Good morning. I am Dr. Sydney, and apparently I run this place because my name is on the sign out there. I am so glad that you're here. Good morning and welcome. So whether you are in here in the sanctuary or you're part of our streaming community, we are so grateful that you are here. I want to share something with you, and I believe it's probably the same quote that I read last week, but it just keeps resonating with me. It's from Joseph Campbell. We must be willing to relinquish the life we've planned so as to have the life that is waiting for us. So what is the life you thought you were going to have, and how is it changing? And is there a clue there in that? You know, Ernest Holmes wrote that divine urge within us is God knocking at the door of your soul saying, hey, I got something for you. I got something for you. You're going to receive it. You're going to take it. So we are here in this community, in this beautiful, loving, beloved community. And wherever you are on your path, wherever you are on the your spiritual path, whether you are, wherever, I had words when I woke up this morning. but on the way here, they seem to have gone away. Isn't that interesting? So wherever you are on the cultural spectrum, the political spectrum, the gender spectrum, the racial spectrum, wherever you are on your path to life, I want you to know that you are part of this incredibly beautiful, important tapestry that we call the North Hollywood Church of Religious Science. There, that was good. Okay, so yeah. Oh, she got a sentence out. Let's all applaud. That's so good. We love her. Okay, please turn off your cell phones so that you can be present for God. You know, the silence is where we hear the truth. The silence is that perfume, as Rumi wrote, that we can just absolutely allow to fill and surround us and hear the divine urgings, to hear the information and the guidance. What else do I want to say? Oh, if you're streaming, would you please, in the chat, write where you are, enter where you are streaming from, because we like to know. And I'm just going to pray now. How's that? Okay, yeah, stop talking. So we turn within, recognizing that we have come together in this place, in this time, so that we might unite in awareness that there is one power, one presence, one infinite mind, and it is all love, and it is God, it is spirit, it is the truth of our being, it is that universal intelligence that absolutely surrounds us and fills us. It defines us, it defines us. So we claim now our knowing of our unity with God, of our oneness with God and with all creation. And from that, I speak my word now for this time together, for this service, knowing that everything is blessed, that our speaker, who is such a dynamic, wonderful musician and speaker, just is flowing, and that we are all touched, we are lifted, we are shifted, we are raised up in a greater knowing of who we are and how life is. We bless the music, knowing that it is part of that cauldron of creation that brings us to a higher awareness. And how wonderful that our digital ministry, this fabulous media team, is here to bless us, to support us, and that every aspect of this service is unfolding perfectly. So whether you have come in here to serve or be served, we know that each being here is surrounded in love, surrounded in peace, and we are blessed. I am grateful. I release this word to God, knowing it is already so. And together we say, Amen. Part of the great mind of God, and God is all that I am. God is love, God is peace, God is life itself, and God is all that I am. I am part of the great mind of God, and God is all that I am. God is love, God is peace, God is life itself, and God is all that I am. I am part of the great mind of God, and God is all that I am. God is love, God is peace, God is life itself, God is all that I am. So as we welcome all paths to God, I invite you to stand and to say with me the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
Please remain standing for our congregational song, My Sweet Lord.
My sweet Lord, I really want to go with you. Really want to show you, Lord, that it won't take long, my Lord. Hallelujah. 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 I really want to see you. I really want to see you, Lord. I really want to see you. But it takes so long, Lord. Hallelujah. Hare Krishna. Hare All right, don't sit down, don't sit down. We're going to take just a couple of minutes to say hello, offer a handshake or a hug. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do a shorter meditation. That's a lot of namaste. Sit down. All right. Spiritual practice is central to who we are. When we turn to the silence, that is the closest we come to hearing God, to hearing Spirit, to hearing that wisdom. So I invite you now to simply be where your body is. Let that chair support you. We will meditate for a few minutes. I will bring us back into conscious awareness of the room when we are done. It will be a silent meditation, but if your mind wanders, mine does all the time, I invite you to just bring it back, perhaps with a mantra within yourself. God is the love that I am. God is the love that I am. place of meditation. I invite you to simply sit back and be blessed by the experience of my friend Charles Holt, who is an author, writer, well, that's two things, it's the same, singer, and by the way, Broadway star. Come on up.
Rolling river god, little stones are smooth, only once the water passes through. Now I am a stone, rough and grainy still, trying to reconcile this river's chill. But when I close my eyes and feel you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be just one, that you might pick me up and notice I am just a little smoother in your hands. Sometimes raging wild, sometimes swollen high, but never have I known this river dry. The deepest part of you is where I want to stay and feel the sharpest edges wash away. But when I close my eyes and feel you rushing by, I know that time brings change, and change takes time. And when the sunset comes, my prayer will be just It's only once the water passes through. Well, good morning. It's so good to be here. It's so good to be back. I haven't been here in years. I'm really grateful for Dr. Sidney giving me the opportunity to come back and do what I love to do. The stage has always been my friend. I had to find that out after playing football and doing all kinds of things and trying to live the life of my mother, or whether the life that my mother wanted me to live. And I finally found this. But it has been a journey. Thank you. It has been a journey. And I will say this, that particularly, I guess I was looking back and I said, wow. I remember going into 2020 and how things had just matriculated, and I had been on the path of doing and running and ripping, as my father would say. Just trying to, become all of that I wanted to become and do all the things that I wanted to do and go to New York and move to Los Angeles. And in 2020, I think we all remember 2020. April of 2020, I had a meltdown. I thought my life would continue to carry on as it had, and when it didn't, I became a little despondent. I became a little reclusive because I didn't know how this would play out. I was used to grabbing and getting and pushing and even sometimes shoving. And when it all came to a halt, I had to ask myself the question, what was it all about? What was all the getting about? God, I'm in a place now where I don't seem to understand what the next move is. I don't know where to go. I can't go anywhere. And so the answer or the response was, you know how to go in. Yeah, but I want to go out. You know how the mind does sometimes when you really want something to happen and you've always had those types of things to run you through. And you get what you want, but this time I couldn't. I had to face the music that I sing about. I had to face all of those quotes that I heard from Ernest Holmes. There's something inside greater than anything or any circumstance that we can go through that's facing us from the outer source. Yes? That power, that presence. And I said, okay, I'm going to step in. But I tell you, I had had years of learning how to meditate. I had had years of learning how to walk through the forest and come out on the other side. But this was different. This was different. So I began to ask the question, okay, God, divine spirit, as I call it, supreme inspiration, I call it so many things. And go out inside of the forest or the park and touch a tree and say, God, speak to me through the tree, because I can't get it right now. I've gone in as far as I think I can go. And then I would hear a voice that say, go deeper. Whew. Something about that, yes? When you hear the voice that says, go deeper, there's something under that rock. I know you got some treasure trove at the top, but if you go deeper, there's something even greater that will give you the evidence that everything that you have done is all about your becoming. Wow. So, okay, I took the charge and I said, I'll go deeper. I've never been this deep before. I've sang about it in my songs, where deep meets deep, soul to soul. Well, it's time to live the life that you sing about, Charles. Go deeper. And so now we move forward through 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. And I said, you know what? I want to continue my work on the stage, but I want to invite the youth to do it with me. I've been working with youth on emotional literacy for decades, and I think I want this to expand even more. So I moved from New York City to Raleigh, North Carolina, wanting to start my own brick and mortar, written a couple of curriculums for youth to really get grounded in their emotional body, understanding it, how to manage and navigate it. And I moved to Raleigh, and things just did not pan out. Whew. I said, something feels like 2020 again, where I feel like I'm up against the wall and I don't know where to go. So I go right back into meditation, and the voice comes right back to me. It's time to go deeper. I said, God, look, let me tell you something. I've gone as deep as I thought that I could go. And you're telling me to go deeper. Yes, it's time to go deeper, Charles. So I began to wake up in the middle of the night, 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, wide awake. Should I read a book? Should I get on and look and see who's on Facebook at this hour, Instagram, maybe? No. I have something to say to you. There's always something that comes to cut through the chatter if we're listening to it. And I was ready to listen because I didn't know what to do. And sometimes I think I still don't, but I told Spirit a long time ago, I said, God, wherever you tell me to go, that's where I'm going, and I'm sticking to it. So even when I went to Raleigh to start this brick and mortar, I said, God, if I get there and it's not the place for me, let's go somewhere else. And here we are. But I will say this. It's not always going around the bend and then having to come to surface and then having to twist and turn around another bend, and you don't know where you're going to end up. So the thing that I decided to do was I decided to trust. I said, I'm just going to trust and go with you. But Spirit told me, said, in all of that you're feeling now, because I feel that I'm at the bottom of the barrel, that place where you feel like you just can't get enough energy to come up to the surface. And I said, that's where I am. That's where I feel like I am. And all I heard was, go deeper. I said, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. How much deeper do you want me to go? Go to the very bottom of it. There's something there for you. Well, you know, when we think about those times when people say, I'm at the bottom of the barrel, I'm at the bottom of the well, there's probably not a really nice place to be. But I was hearing that there's something there for you. What could be at the bottom of the barrel for me? And so I get there. And I awake at 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning and say, remember, you were just too busy to remember that talent that you had, that urge that you had to want to do that. I said, I remember that. All right, that made me so happy. So that's at the bottom of the barrel, that one that you thought you couldn't take at that time. It's still waiting for you. That thing that you wanted to give back to the people that you wanted to serve in that way. You remember you were too busy trying to get to point A, and it dropped, but it's still there at the bottom of the barrel. Because if I'm going to be here on the planet, I have to serve. I have to. I have to sing a song. I have to talk. And I have to give back. That's what I came to do. Ernest Holmes said it greatly. We are here to create. That's what we're here to do. We can't help it. So the question is, what is calling me now? And all I'm hearing is, it's all at the bottom of the barrel, Charles. But I want to get to the top so I can breathe. You can breathe down here. I'll give you strength and peace to get what you need to get so you can bring it up to the surface and give it back. Yes? So I would be willing to say that there's some of us here who may be feeling like we are at the bottom of our barrel. Whatever we've gone through, the loss of things, the loss of people, the severance of relationships, those types of things we've been trying to get. But it's at the bottom of the barrel. And I will ask you today, take a deep breath with me here. And you don't have to say it out loud, but just in your consciousness, ask, what at the bottom of the barrel is for me? What's waiting for me at the bottom for me to get that's a gold nugget that I might have thrown off years ago, that might have shuffled off of me because I was too busy trying to get and do and have? What's waiting for me to take it up now? Because it's time to do it, y'all. If there was ever a time for us to take up what is ours to do now, it's time now. No time to waste. I want to just play a little bit of this, because along with this comes that part where you have to let go of things. And some of the things that I had to let go of was how I felt about myself, what I didn't think I could do. Could I go to the deep? Could I go deeper? I don't know if I can do it, God, because I've listened to those thoughts in my head that said, I am not enough. But this is what I say. This is what I say to it. This song came through Tim McAfee Lewis and Dr. Michael Beckwith, and it just says this. And sometimes we just have to say this to ourselves. I forgive me. I forgive me. Everything that I've been holding on to, I let go. I surrender. I surrender. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. And that change is always happening. That changed the way we think about ourselves. I can go deeper. I am ready to serve in a totally different way. Now, that's not to say that everything that you've gotten up to this point that's your storehouse. So you can go back in your storehouse, and some things you have to throw out and let go of, but it sets you up for what is yours to do now. Yes? Whew, so this morning I'm full. I came here full. As soon as I heard the band strike up, it just welled up in me. Thank you. It's another day. It's another opportunity to start again. And whatever I need to let go of, it may be just things in my mind. I'm ready for my change. I'm ready for my change. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share from my heart today, and thank you for receiving. Thank you. And let's just take a holy breath together. Namaste. God bless you. Thank you. Did I stay here?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You can go wherever you want. You can be whoever you are.
Okay.
By the way, this wonderful author, would you tell us a little bit about your books?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Thank you, Dr. Sidney. So, part of my journey was my relationship with my dad. We had a rough one. And in 2013, my father transitioned, and we got it right. Last 4 years of his life, I had to forgive my father, and then I also had to forgive myself. But what I realized was all forgiveness is really self-forgiveness. Because I think the way that my father was sometimes, if he had said, I don't accept, or whatever my situation was, I would have still had that in me to say. And it was my way of releasing both of us. But I knew that to go forward, I had to let my dad go of some things that I had held him captive to. This is also what I teach the youth. Both of these books are manuals that I use in my curriculum. This one I wrote, and I started writing in April of 2020. I needed to know where in my life was everything likely, feasible, and possible. And it was when I was 5 years old. And so my 5-year-old started to speak to me and tell me everything is going to be all right. Let it go. And this is the way you move through. And remember when you were 5? And remember this that happened when you were 5, and I did. So this is what I use as a manual to say we can get through it. As long as we have this breath here and we're present, anything is possible. So that's what these two are about.
And I understand you have a few copies out on the patio.
I have a few copies, and then I have more copies. I won't blame Amazon, but I'm going to blame Amazon right now. Amazon didn't get
I know,
them
you
here
ordered
in
them
time.
weeks ago. I remember
I
talking
did.
with you about that.
Yeah. So they'll be here. You can trust me. I'll be back and sign them. And if you want me to send them to you, they'll be here at the church. But if you want me to send them to you, I can. I can do that because I'll be here for a few more days. Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Yep.
that's great. We will figure that out.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I did.
You're
Wait,
welcome.
before you leave, I have to ask you one more thing. So I neglected, and I apologize.
Yes.
I neglected to give you like your due and a proper intro
Oh.
for all of that you've done, because I know that you've done a lot. And one of the things that I remember so much about you when I first met you, which is like 12 years ago, I think.
I know.
So long
Portland,
ago.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Portland. And you had been on stage in New York on Broadway with The Lion King.
Yes.
Yes.
5 years. with
Yeah,
Lion King.
5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you're going to want to slap me around a little, but I remember you doing the offstage call. Mm-hmm. Would you do it for us?
Oh, yeah.
As long as Disney won't get us.
They won't. They're all
Okay.
asleep. It's Sunday. Come on.
Oh. Well, if you all remember Lion King, it's this call is this famous. And it's always an interesting, when I go and talk to the youth about it, they say, what are they saying? What are they saying? And I think people want an elaborate answer. It's just, here comes a lion and a tiger. But it's the significance of it. The lion and the tiger, yes. So.
All right.
that's it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. So, wow. Where do I go from here? I know. Why don't we do I Am So Blessed? Okay, sounds good. Ushers, would you come forward? I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. So now is the time in the service when we invite you to participate in your own stewardship of your spiritual growth, of your spiritual unfoldment, and of this church. As we all share stewardship for this place and for each other, then we all are high-level participants in something that is so magnificent, so beloved, and so powerful that we get to all be part of that raised consciousness. And as Charles said, boy, now more than ever is when we need to be stepping into that higher consciousness. So I invite you to take your tithes, your gifts, your love offerings in your hand and hold them to your heart. And to say with me our blessing. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and beliefs. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you very much. Charles, would you do one more for us?
Sure, I will.
Awesome.
This mic is- am light, I am love. I live in you, and you live in me. From the very low to the heavens above, I am. Ooh, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am, I am. There's no separation, we're one and the same. A child of a creator, known by different names. The Alpha and Omega, the eternal flame. It burns deep inside you. Do you know my name? I am. From the mountains to the oceans, I am. The rocks to the trees, I am. All the stars and constellations, I am. You are, we are, I am. Peace that passes all understanding, I am. The joy that's overflowing, I am. The love in abundance, I am. You are, I
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
All right, I am. And I am so excited that this community has stood up, shown up, and done so much. I want you to know that this last week, the support that you all showed in bringing clothes, in bringing shoes, in bringing linens, pillows, necessities of life, baby clothes, baby supplies, diapers, all of that, and money to support everybody who has been displaced by the fires. I am blown away. I am. So thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. You know, we had churches from across the country tithing to us because of what we're doing. They're supporting you, they're supporting us, because this vision of being here for people, of supporting people where they are, of showing up in compassion, in love, and intention and integrity is huge. So I want to thank you. And I know that there are wind warnings again this week, and I tell you what, we'll do it again if people lose electricity, because this neighborhood, we lost all of the power in this neighborhood for 3 days, and the sanctuary was dark. So we opened up junior church for people to come and charge their devices and be together and have coffee and have hugs in person. And it was a magical, incredible time to be here. So I just want to thank you. Those clothes and those things that you brought have all been distributed to different organizations that have a really great infrastructure to making sure that that stuff gets to places. Always. Also, we are supporting, with our tithes, we are supporting this week the Red Cross. And we are also supporting, oh, Blair, help me. What's the name of the organization? World Central Kitchen. And we're also supporting another organization that is there to make sure that dogs and cats and animals have been rescued, are taken care of, and have a place to be. Because that's who we are. So I've got some quick announcements. Thank you, first of all, Charles. You are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you, Sam. Thank you to the band. This is just great. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. And thank you to our digital ministry team. So here are the announcements for today, Sunday, January 19th, 2025. If you're new and you want to know what's going on here, we have a table out around the corner. It's over to the left as you leave this sanctuary. And there are places to sign up for classes, for events, for things that are going on, for service opportunities. And we also have a packet for you, so you can see who we are, what we do, and how we can support you on your path. And everything, by the way, that you would ever want to know about what's happening is on our purple page, which is in your bulletin. And you can also go to our website and click on the link, purple page, and you'll also be able to find out. There are so many ways to support us. If you want to be able to tithe, to give to us, there's a text to give number on the purple page and in your bulletin. And there's also a QR code, and you can visit our website, nhcrs.org/give. Thank you. We are going to have prayer with a practitioner after this service. In fact, practitioners, when we begin the peace song, would you please make sure that you come up here so people can see you? Every Sunday at 9:45, we have our junior church open. We have babies, we have kids, we have teens. Everybody is welcome. Wednesday Wake Up. Last week was the first one, Wednesday service with Reverend Skip Jennings, and he slayed. So if you missed it, you get to come this week. Starts at 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock. And working with our theme for the year, the call of something more. His topic is the call for more joy. Please come. Our loving outreach is feeding the homeless and others today at Alexandria Park at 12:45, and we'd love your support. You can sign up on the patio, and we'd love to see you there. Our grief support group, led by practitioner Mary Highland, will meet today at 1 o'clock in the Ernest Holmes room. By the way, we have meditation before and after service, before and in between services, silent meditation, unled, in the Ernest Holmes room, where you can go and be in that consciousness of peace before you set out on your day today. Reverend Skip's yoga classes are not meeting this Thursday, January 23rd, but will resume the following Thursday, January 30th, and he has 2 classes. There's more information on our website and also out on the patio. New member orientation. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. If you're not a member yet, and you would like to be a member, I hope that you will think about this. I'm doing this next week, 1 o'clock in here. If you are online, then 1 o'clock online, we will give you the links for all of that, because yes, you can be a member of this church and not necessarily live within our time zone. It's okay. We would love for you to join us. And the benefits of membership are that you get to have an even greater voice in the things that we do. We have our annual meeting coming up, which means that you get to vote, and we have some things for you to vote on. So we would love for you to be a member. It's a message that you give to your own soul, to your own self, that you are standing up in spiritual accountability to yourself. You don't have to pay to be a member. You don't have to do any weird sacrifices or there's no secret handshake, I promise. And it is part of the network of this church. And boy, what a great community we are. Also, when you are a member, you get to actively participate in some of the things we do, like our staged readings. When we did Steel Magnolias, a lot of you wanted to be a part of that, but we keep those kind of activities for members. So if you're not a member, it'll be a very painless 1 hour or less orientation, and then we will recognize you, and you also will get a discount on the next class that you take. You will get a 20% discount on the next class you take, which happens to be Foundations, by the way, coming up. Okay, Foundations starts with me in person and Reverend Christine Pena on Zoom on Monday, January 27. You can sign up online or on the patio. Our Zoom meditation meets Monday through Saturday, 7:55 to 8:15. You can visit our website, nhcrs.org, for Zoom links, for info, and to sign up for our weekly e-blasts and monthly newsletters. I have a feeling that we are light on kids today because camp is going on in Idlewild, and I think our teens are all up there. So we're just going to go ahead and stand and sing our peace song. If you're a practitioner, would you please come forward for prayer? Make sure you talk to Charles Holt out on the patio. Let's do this.
1, 2, 3.
God and
of God. My life is anchored in truth. I can never be separate. I live in the consciousness of peace. I release all fear. And I am living love. Have a blessed week.
Thank you. Thank you.